Hey guys, in this video, this is problem 4. We're going to be finding the unknown side lengths for right triangles. Okay, this is going to be pretty short. So our first code is going to be just for finding the hypotenuse. We're only going to be finding the hypotenuse. Okay, so how do we write a code for that? Well, if we're just finding the hypotenuse, we will want to ask our user, how long is side 1 and side 2? So we'll have to read that input from our user. I'm just blocking out some code right now. Then we'll want to calculate the hypotenuse, and then we'll want to print the hypotenuse. So pretty simple code. Let's just go ahead and write it. Okay. All right. So you know how actually, let me just show you this really quick. You know how the Pythagorean theorem, as some people call it, is c squared equals a squared plus b squared? Mind my mouse writing. So in order to modify this to be used in our code, I want a formula for c, like what is the length of the hypotenuse? So I'm actually going to square root both sides right off the bat, because I know a square root and a square will cancel each other out. So my formula will be c equals the square root of side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. So that's a formula I'm going to use. Okay, so notice how I have a square root function. So I am going to import, oh my gosh, the math library. Don't mind my spelling mistakes. Just import. Gosh. Okay, and how am I going to do that? I'm just going to type import math. Sweet, now I have the math library. All right, so now I want to get some info from my users. So I want to read lengths of side 1 and 2 from the user. Okay, so I'm going to define it as side 1 is equal to input. I'm going to say, please enter the length of side 1. And I'm going to say side 2, input, please enter the length of side 2. And you know what's going to happen is we're going to have a problem because I want a number, and remember the input, it defines it as a string. So what I could do, man, I hate how there's ads in this. I could say float, and that would work just fine. I could use float. So that's cool. I just want to introduce a new command. So instead of saying float or a data type, there's this thing called eval, which you can use. And eval just makes sure the code is interpreting the value as an integer or a float, like just a number. It would also evaluate something. So if the user put a value of like 3 plus 4, it would interpret that as 7. So we could actually evaluate stuff. Not really helpful in this case because they're just literally going to enter a number. So float would totally work here. But I just wanted to show you that eval is just another command that Python recognizes. And it's kind of cool for math, I thought. All right, but you can still use float. Doesn't really matter. All right, so now that we have the info, we want to calculate the hypotenuse. How are we going to do that? We're going to say hyp equals, we need the square root function, so we're going to say math dot square root. And then we're going to take side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. And then we want to print the hypotenuse. I'm going to say print the length of the hypotenuse is, I'm going to round my hypotenuse to 2 decimals. All right, cool. So remember, the strings are always in quotations, and the hype is a number, so we just type it, and I decided to round it, so I put a round command in front of that. There we go. Let's run our program. Please enter the length of side 1. 3. Please enter the length of side 2. 4. The length of the hypotenuse is 5. It worked. Okay, so that's a pretty easy code. Next video, I'm going to show you how to use if-else statements to adjust this code so that we can calculate the hypotenuse or the shorter side. To be continued.